All right, joining Chief Meteorologist Jason Simpson in the First Warning Weather Center, and it is going to be cold this weekend, and that's not all.
Really, the cold is the big headline, and I think we've hit that nail pretty hard with the hammer this week, but there will be some snow here and there. It will not be significant, widespread, heavy, paralyzing snow or anything like that, so you don't have to be concerned about the winter weather, but you do have to be concerned about this and this. The temperature now 31 in Birmingham, the wind out of the north-northwest at 9, making it feel like 23. By tomorrow morning, it's not travel that I'm worried about. It's should you have a flat tire or some car trouble. There's an extreme cold warning up because the wind chill is near zero, and conventional wisdom says and experience says that if you're exposed to that for more than 30 minutes, then you do run the risk of frostbite. So I want you to just be prepared for that tomorrow, for the odd things that may happen, not necessarily because the roads are going to be icy. Wind advisory because the wind could gust up to 40 miles per hour. Ridge tops maybe even higher. That could cause some localized power outages. And then there may be a little light snow here and there. A winter weather advisory is in effect in Etowah County, Cherokee County, Calhoun, Cleburne, Clay, and Randolph. But by far, the bigger issue is that. 5 a.m., 24 Trussville with a wind chill of 9, 21 Coleman with a wind chill of 5, and it gets worse through the morning into early afternoon. The temperature drops a few more degrees to the point that the wind chill is around 4 in Trussville, 3 in Coleman, 7 at Jasper, and 10 in Tuscaloosa by 11 o'clock Saturday morning. And then we just hover in the 20s for most of the day. This is going to be one of the coldest days that we've had in quite some time around here. And yes, there will be some snowflakes flying. How significant will this be? Not very for most of us, although if you think back to Monday, we had those snowflakes flying. Every now and then you could get a dusting. The sun would pop out, melt it away, and then it might dust it again. That's the kind of thing that's most likely around Coleman and Blount, Jefferson, Shelby, Walker, Marion County. In East Alabama, it might be a little bit different, especially on Sand and Lookout Mountain, and then through the ridges in Calhoun County, and then right down through the Horse Block Mountains, Mount Cheaha. Could be a few spots that potentially get up to an inch of snow or more, but it's a blowing snow. It's very dry. It doesn't compact very easily, and it's just going to be blowing around all over the place. So I'm not really concerned about roads being a big issue around here. But east of us, in this big winter storm in the Carolinas, there are going to be a few places that get more than 6 inches of snow, and it will be a wind-whipped snow. Look at this, almost the entire state. In fact, it is the entire state of North Carolina under a winter storm warning, the entire state of South Carolina, and a big chunk of North Georgia, including the Atlanta metro, Lawrenceville, Athens, over to Augusta, under a winter storm warning through tomorrow. Winter weather advisory for a few counties here in East Alabama. That's, again, Cherokee, Etowah, Calhoun, Cleburne, Clay, and Randolph. A few counties could be added to this, but the bigger issue is the cold, not necessarily the snow. Greatest chance of any light accumulation would be in the dark blue. Might get a dusting here in the light blue color there west of Birmingham. But in this darker shade over northeast Alabama, this is what we're looking at. Occasional bursts of light to moderate snow showers, even through the late afternoon and early evening. Low accumulations. And, normally if we're talking about a winter storm, we'd be looking at 2, 3, 4 inches. Well, this might be 1 inch plus, mainly in the higher terrain. Some of the latest computer guidance we have coming in, the light blue here represents maybe up to an inch, maybe an inch plus. You can almost pick out Sand and Lookout, and then the higher terrain here going into the Piedmont from Piedmont and Jacksonville east over into North Georgia. Not a lot of accumulation potential, but there still may be some light dustings even around Birmingham and Tuscaloosa. There's the wind through the day, and look at this. It gets worse as the afternoon goes on. Occasional gusts, 35 to 40. We might even get a 45 or 50 mile per hour gust over southeast Alabama with this. And over in eastern North Carolina, as this big storm is wrapping up, the Outer Banks could be hit with 60 to 70 mile per hour gusts. Now that's on the East Coast, but it just shows you how powerful this storm system is. So outside of our little chance of snow showers tomorrow, the next chance of any precipitation here will be some showers late Tuesday through Wednesday. And we're going to warm up near 60 before that rain gets to us, and then cool back down below average again toward the middle of next week.